4,500 Americans were killed in Iraq, this many in Afghanistan. More have been killed in Chicago since 2001 than in both wars combined.
Police in Chicago charged 3 teenagers with first-degree murder today.
Darian Albert was attacked as he walked home from school. I seen the video, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. The first thing that I said was, oh man, I hope his mother does not see this. And I look at my sisters and my brothers today, that was once me.
The Interrupters is a documentary created in 2011 based on the stories of 3 violence interrupters involved in an innovative organization called Ceasefire. Ceasefire believes that the spread of violence is similar to the spread of infectious diseases, and therefore the treatment must be similar. First going after those who are most infected and then trying to stop the infection at its source.
In this video, we will explore the functionalist perspective and the ways in which it relates to deviance as shown in the documentary, The Interrupters.
Functionalism interprets each part of society in terms of how it contributes to the stability of the society as a whole. Society is more than the sum of its parts. Rather, each part of society is functional for the stability of the whole. Durkheim actually envisions society as an organism, and just like within an organism, each component plays a necessary part, but none can function alone. When one experiences a crisis or fails, other parts must adapt to fill the void in some way. The film features the work of Ceasefire and its initiative that uses violence interpreters, past experience with street violence to try and steer young men and women in the right direction. This demonstrates the fact that disorganization in the system, such as deviant behavior, leads to change because societal components must adapt to achieve stability. When one part of the system is not working or is dysfunctional, it affects all other parts and creates social problems which lead to social change.
According to Emile Durkheim, who is considered by many as the father of sociology, crime is inevitable and normal in society because not every member can be equally committed to the shared values and beliefs, and it serves to clarify rules, unite a group, and promote social change. Without deviance, the violation of widely held norms, there cannot be social change, and social cohesion is lacking. As we see in The Interrupters, the sense of community is derived from gangs. Kids are exposed to this behavior and lifestyle from a young age, and thus grow up wanting to feel like part of the group and bring honor to their family and/or gang. The learned behavior of violence is passed down generation to generation. Here, Amina is trying to intervene by showing the group how this passing down occurs with the young boy present, and by encouraging the older members to use their positions as role models in a positive manner.
It's unacceptable for me to be holding this young man's obituary. Let this be a wake-up call. Let this be a stop call. Who does this baby belong to? He just hanging around y'all, right? So he see everything that you all do, right? So if this brother right here catch a case, whose fault is it?
Our fault.
Teach him righteous. You got it?
One point of critique of functionalism is that it tends to see society as too well integrated and organized. The theory does not explain the disorder that erupts in the community following violence. Tragic deaths leave the people in a state of fear and uncertainty. Kobe highlights this when he says, "It's just so crazy, man, because it's like every time you come outside, somebody is getting killed. I don't know what this world is coming to." Another major shortcoming of the perspective is that it downplays the role of conflict in dysfunctional processes such as oppression and discrimination. We witness these processes playing a role in the video because the Chicago communities it focuses on are primarily low-income minority groups who suffer from unequal access to resources and opportunities, which the functionalist theory fails to address.
The violence interrupters have one goal in mind every day: stop killings. They're not trying to dismantle gangs. What they're trying to do is save a life.
I held him to his last breath. I didn't want to let him go.
All we want to know is what happened in this situation. How can we resolve it? And how can people live in peace and coexist?